Sweetheart, wake up.
What time is it?
I need to talk to you. I've got something wrong with me.
What are you talking about?
I've been seeing a neurologist.
You've been seeing a neurologist, why?
They think that it might be early onset Alzheimer's disease.
Ellie, that doesn't make any sense at all.
I don't want to tell you because I don't know anything for sure, but I've been doing all these tests and I'm really scared.
Ellie, that is completely insane.
I got lost while I was running on campus a while ago, and I can't remember appointments, words.
Honey, we all have memory lapses. That's a sign of getting older. The other day, I couldn't remember the word, glucose.
It's not like that. It's like something just drops out under me.
What's it like? Like, what does it actually feel like?
Alzheimer's disease is unfortunately a disease of the brain that causes you to start losing your memories.
They're kind of sensory things that your brain controls. Seeing a shadow, thinking it's a hole, not understanding how to open a door, whether it goes in or out, and literally not knowing how things work. Or looking at an object and not knowing what it is. And the aphasia, not being able to speak, not being able to express yourself.
It's going on right around us every single day. There are still Alices all over the world.
Traditionally, most people get that diagnosis over 65. That's really the most common form of Alzheimer's. This movie portrayed something a little bit different. It was the younger onset.
I was diagnosed at 47 and definitely not in the end stages of my life.
When you're playing something that's based on fact, you have a real responsibility to do the research. And I had great resources. The Alzheimer's Association was so helpful to me, and they directed me to, initially, several women who've been diagnosed with early onset, and I Skyped with them.
She chose to continue speaking with me through the filming of Still Alice, and we've been speaking almost daily, and she's just been asking questions of what it's like to have Alzheimer's.
I know that this is where I need to be, though, so.
You're a better man than I am.
God. I got her, okay? I met this girl who had a strikingly similar situation, and she was able to tell me basically that there was nothing that I could do to prepare, because there was nothing that she could do either. Everyone's case is pretty unique.
It was suddenly a lot of stuff, a big emotional, personal lifestyle adjustment going on while literally we were making the film 12, 14 hours a day. So it was a tremendously difficult time, but I guess we just had a bond, and we had this feeling that the film was our salvation. So I went out and was doing a lot of the location scouting and a lot of the preliminary, preparations. But when I left LA, Richard had only just given up driving. He'd finally had to say it's not safe to drive anymore. And by the time he arrived in New York 6 weeks later, he had lost a lot of mobility.
By the time I went out, my arms were pretty much gone, but I could still type with one finger on the iPad.
He's still able to communicate who he is and what he wants very, very directly.
It's so important, if you were struggling with a disease like this, to feel you still matter. I felt very much heard by everyone.
We certainly felt seen by Richard. That was what was so nice. It was that with both Richard and Wash, we as actors felt very directed and seen and part of the process.
Já disponível no MEO VideoClube.